We start with breaking news. A judge has pushed Donald Trump's sentencing in his hush money case past the election. Thanks for joining us on 9 News at noon. I'm Jeremy Hohola. The former president was going to be sentenced for falsifying business records on September 18th, but now it'll be November 26th. That's several weeks after the final votes are cast in the presidential election. His legal team argued that sentencing him this month would be election interference. And Trump was also in a U.S. appeals courtroom for another hearing today. This is video of his motorcade. His legal team is appealing the E. Jean Carroll verdict. That found him liable for sexual abuse and defamation and ordered him to pay her $5 million. This morning, Trump's attorney argued the judge improperly allowed some evidence, but Carroll's lawyer said the jury would have found her client's favor regardless. There's no date yet on when a decision will be made. One woman is dead and 2 people are in the hospital after a triple shooting in Commerce City early this morning. The shooting on Oneida near 74th Avenue injured a second woman and a man around 1 o'clock this morning. The man is in critical condition and the woman's injuries are minor. Commerce City police say gunfire detection software alerted officers that the shooting happened. The department has not given out any other details about this incident so far. Nobody has been arrested either. Today, the prosecution chose to drop 9 duplicative charges against the King Super shooter Ahmad Alissa. He now faces 55 felony charges, including 10 counts of first-degree murder. That decision came as day 2 of testimony in his trial this morning. So far, it has focused on surveillance video and cell phone tower data. One police witness testified this morning about searching for and locating surveillance video that showed the shooter leaving his Arvada home the day of the killings. Some of that video also showed him heading towards Boulder on Colorado Highway 93. Another police investigator testified that cell phone tower data put Alissa's phone and in several cases in his car in the vicinity of 2 Arvada gun shops where he made purchases. Testimony is expected to last through the day, and the trial is expected to last about 3 weeks. A Colorado Springs mother's extradition fight to avoid trial on the killings of her children hit a setback in London today. New evidence appeared to undermine her argument that sending her home from the UK would violate her rights. Kimberly Singler faces a life sentence without parole if she's convicted of killing her son and daughter and injuring a 3rd child. The murders happened in Colorado Springs last December. Her extradition hearing was continued until the end of this year. And the Georgia teen accused of shooting and killing 2 teachers and 2 students at his high school on Wednesday appeared in court for the first time, and so did his father. Both are being held without bail. NBC's Priya Sridhar has more.
This morning, 14-year-old Colt Gray appearing in court for the first time, facing those 4 felony murder charges for the 4 victims. He was shackled and very soft-spoken with the judge, answering basic questions with a yes, sir, understanding the charges that he faced. The judge did clarify that he will not face the death penalty since he is a teenager. However, he could face life imprisonment with or without parole. Just moments later, his father, 54-year-old Colin Gray, appeared in the same courtroom in front of the same judge. He's being charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 8 counts of cruelty to children. There's a lot of questions right now as to what exactly his role was in this shooting and whether or not he may have had something to do with giving Colt Gray that weapon that was used in the shooting at Appalachia High School. 2 senior law enforcement officials have told NBC News that the father did in fact give an AR-style weapon to Colt after they had already been interviewed by law enforcement authorities a year ago when they had received several anonymous tips on an online gaming platform that Colt Gray could have been planning some sort of mass shooting. So, of course, we'll continue to follow those developments. Priya Sridhar, NBC News.
I'm sorry, here we go. If you spotted a balloon floating over Colorado this morning, we got some answers about it. Sky 9 spotted the large white balloon around 7:30 this morning, about 20,000 feet above Longmont. It turns out the balloon is doing something for NASA. The company that owns it, Worldview Enterprises, told us it launched from northern Arizona last Saturday and is measuring solar radiation in the stratosphere for the next 2 weeks. Meanwhile, let's talk about the weather. Hardly a cloud in the sky right now, and it's a beautiful day, and it shouldn't be too super hot today, right, Keely, for now?
Yeah, right. We're actually about normal today for this time of the year, with temperatures right around 84 degrees for a high. Our normal high for this time of the year is 83 degrees, so right about average. Beautiful blue skies out there. We don't have too much to talk about weather-wise, at least not for the next several days. Taking a trip up to the mountains this weekend, it is going to be absolutely gorgeous up there. We are going to run into the possibility of some thunderstorms up in the high country, though, over the weekend. As we take a live look, I-70 near the Eisenhower-Johnson tunnels. Current temperatures out there, we're in the 70s across much of the plains. Head up to the northeast corner, you'll find the low 80s. We're looking at 60s to right around 70 up there in the mountains. So your forecast for the Denver metro area today, 84 degrees, your forecast high. So 1 degree above normal for this time of the year. It is sunny. Those winds out of the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our forecast highs today, again, getting up across the into the upper 70s and 80s across the plains, and we're looking very pleasant up there in the 70s in the mountains. Taking a live look at our radar, not too much happening. It is quiet out there. We're getting some dry northwesterly flow, and that is keeping us pretty uneventful weather-wise for this Friday. So your headlines topping them: sunshine. It's going to continue right on into the week. We are also looking at temperatures climbing into the 90s for a couple days in our 7-day forecast. We'll talk about that. Plus, I did mention it, those mountain storms, there's a chance we'll see some of that activity as we head through the week. More on that coming up in your full forecast in just a bit.